Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing this evening? Ba-dum, bump, bump, ba-dum. Hello, hello. I'm going to set my project aside for just a second, okay? Just a second, because somebody asked me to show the supplies that I'm going to use this month. And I was like, okay, I'll show. So we're going to do a show and tell real quick. I think somebody wants to get a heads up in advance on what I'm doing. Okay? So I'm going to show y'all. And we're going to do that as quickly as possible. I'm going to show you a couple samplings of the projects. All right. Hello. All right. So this project, and it's a half and half. Half the supplies come from the ribbon shed. The other half come from Unique in the Creek. I got my shipment from Unique in the Creek today. So we're going to do this sign with some ficus leaves. And then we have sprays. And we have ribbon. And mesh. And I also have, some orange pumpkins to go with this one. All right. So this is one project. All right. We're going to do this really quick. I'm going to show you all sampling the projects. The other one that we're going to do, get some stuff out of the way here. Welcome sign with some mesh. And then we have another spray. And we have this ribbon, which is really cheap. Y'all need to get some of that. And we're going to use this ribbon. I've got a green somewhere. I don't know where it went to. And then we have these sprays, these little picks to go with it. All right. That's another project. Let me put these back up real quick. And then, this is for tonight. We're going to do a candy corn swag. And then I got a Frankenstein coming. Got this we're going to use with that. And then some of y'all have 21-inch mesh laying around, don't know what to do with it. We're going to do a Christmas wreath with some 21-inch mesh. And then, of course, Unique in the Creek boards. So that's just a sampling of the projects to come. Like I said, all my supplies that I get either come from uniqueinthecreek.com or the Ribbon Shed. You can shop both of them online. But tonight, all the supplies are in the description. Something just fell. My ribbon, where'd it go? Come back here. So tonight we're going to use a couple of candy corn picks and some flex tube candy corn balls. And we're going to do a super easy. This is one of those craft show quickies. I'm trying to rotate out the craft show quickies with the over the top for people that do craft shows, okay? So, hello, Mary. Hello, Elaine. Hey, Liz. Hey, Susan. What's up, Shaw? Hello, Miss Deborah. Yep, a lot of people have 21-inch mesh, and they're like, what do I do with it? So, all right, so I've already started my prep work, so we're going to go ahead and just finish that real quick. Hey, Rhonda, how are you doing? Glad to see you. I'm glad to see everybody, y'all, but Rhonda hadn't been around she hadn't been around much lately for about 1.5 years now. So, all right. So I'm going to cut 8 ribbon tails out of the yellow 14 inches real quick. Like I said, I did most of the prep work so I could show y'all goodies. Because everybody's like, what do you get, Jackie? So I showed you. And the one person in particular that asked me to show it is not here. So I will get on to her later. Oh, how is everybody doing this evening? Let me tell y'all, if I was preparing for a craft show, and I know a lot of y'all work a job, and you do this craft show on the weekend. When I was working full time outside the house, okay, I would do my prep work. Well, it's nice to meet you, Miss Deborah. I'm old to deco mesh, so if I go too fast, you let me know. Got any questions, let me know. I firmly believe there is no such thing as a stupid question. Actually, all my florals are coming from the ribbon shed. That's why I kind of split between my two favorite places. My ribbon, my mesh, and my boards come from Unique in the Creek. My signs and florals picks come from the ribbon shed. All right. Said if you have any questions, I live in the world. There's no such thing as a stupid question, y'all. The fact of the matter is, I may not have explained it in a way that you understand. So, when you ask a question, I will try to explain it so that you understand it. That would be wonderful, I think. Because, you know, for umpteen years, I'm the machine that cuts the dovetails. Yes, Rhonda, you do. And right now they're having a Halloween sale. No coupon code needed. All right, so we're going to use the rectangle board tonight. I love using these for the craft show quickies because they do make a very nice size wreath and an affordable wreath that puts it into that person's budget. And also, I'm going to give you my biggest craft show tip tonight. Okay? So, how many of y'all do craft shows? Let me know. Oh, I probably should hold that still so y'all can see how that's loaded. That might help. All right, so let's put... I know, Rhonda. I know what's going on with you, and you're busy, and I mean, I 100% get it, and yep. Okay. For those of you that sell at craft shows, what is the biggest reason that you think people don't purchase your wreaths? We're just going to roll this up one time. It's jute mesh. And the reason I'm using jute mesh is because the candy corn is more of like a candy corn cookie. I'll show you. See, it has the tan back cookie. So we're going to kind of go with the earthy look to it. So that's why I chose tan mesh. Well, believe it or not, of all those people that you mentioned, I've been doing this far longer than they have. Denise, some people, I mean, just stack them up and put the bows on after. There's a lot of methods, but getting them to craft shows, some people rent U-Hauls and hang them up on clothing racks and roll them into the U-Haul, which is one of the methods that I recommend to transport them. Because, you know, depending on the craft show, depending on how many you you really need there, that's what I would do. It's not necessarily the price. I don't think the price keeps people from buying as much at all. Because think about, have y'all ever been to craft shows yourselves? If you want to know how a customer thinks, remember, you're a customer too. You go and you shop for things and you buy things. So what's the biggest thing that keeps you, that would keep you from buying a wreath at a craft show? I'm going to tell you what keeps me from buying stuff at craft shows. The biggest thing that keeps me from buying stuff at craft shows is the size of it, and I don't want to carry it around with me. How many of y'all have ever seen something, you wanted it, but you didn't want to carry it around with you? Then, by the time you go through the whole craft show, you forgot about it and left. And then remembered once you got into the car and you're not going back for it. How many of people has that happened to? Oh no, they're all great teachers, Deborah. I'm just saying. Did my comments freeze up? What's going on here? How many of y'all have left a craft show without buying something because of the size? What is going on here? Well, hello, Miss Dean. Long time no see. Is my microphone working? Something not working? What's going on here? Hello? Microphone's working. So y'all can hear me. Hello? Did my chat freeze? Well, Julie, but, you know. So I'm going to tell you my biggest craft show tip. Take shipping boxes with you. Keep in mind that the person is local. Plan on shipping the wreath to be able to sell it. Add $10 in the cost of your wreath to cover the shipping cost and ship it for free. When somebody says they don't want it, like, don't worry about it. I'll just ship it to your house. Take shipping boxes with you. Box it up right in front of the customer. And take shipping labels with you. Hey, Donna. And have them put their shipping address on it. And ship it to them. That way, you've sold your wreath. They're getting their wreath. And they don't have to pack it around. Win, win, win for everybody. Hello. Y'all send me to the Kentucky Derby. Something's going on here. Like, where is everybody? And this, like I said, is a craft show quickie. And budget friendly. My ribbon tails are 14 inches. My mesh is 20 inches. I am from Kentucky. I have been doing this. Oh, brace yourselves. I have been doing this since 2008. Never been to the Derby, but I would sure like to go one day. Well, hello, Miss Angie Skinner. How are you? Um, I am 20 minutes from Mayfield, Kentucky. Good evening, Miss Lori. How are you? How are things going? I don't think there's anything such as late. Better late than never. Usually with my craft show quickies, typically I use leftover ribbon. I used to live in Hopkinsville. Is Facebook up to their filtering again? Well, Dover, Tennessee is a hop, skip, and a jump from me. I do, Brenda, from time to time, and I can put that on my to-do list. As a matter of fact, we can do one of those fall wreaths using the candy cane frames if you want me to. I like putting two of the candy canes together and making a very long oval. Be still my heart. Somebody knew I was going to use zip ties. Alright, so tonight I'm basically going to leave this pick intact, y'all. I know, that's rare. It happens. I just kind of don't see the point in taking it apart, necessarily. Mm-hmm. Some people come back and grab it. Some people are afraid they'll forget, whatever. Like, the shipping one works great for me. As far as price goes, that's why I show these craft show quickies. That way you're hitting several different price points. Oh, did he, Lori? That's why I show different price points. So this would be the lower price point. Like, let me tell you something. I can make, I could probably make 8 to 10 of these in a day. All right, we're going to size this up a bit real quick, and then I am going to flip these. I'm going to zip tie these in. As soon as I find my zip ties. Ooh! Ooh! I love the gingy. I love the gingy. Love the gingy. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to grab my pick around the neck right here. I'm going to kind of look down through the mesh, spot my holes. I'm using a couple zip ties tonight. It happens from time to time. All right, and then I'm going to come down here and grab some of the bottom of the stalk, but at the same time, I'm going to grab my next candy corn. This is Wreathing on a Budget with leftovers, and I'm telling y'all right now, you would sell the snot out of wreaths at this budget at a craft show. Whoop, I need to go down lower. Never mind, we'll go ahead and zip tie that up. I have made my own candy corn in the past. You can ask Lori. I've made hundreds of candy corn. Hundreds. I used to make my own wreath attachments and sell them. Maybe down just a smidge lower. I quit making wreath attachments because I can't sit that long anymore. And if I did make wreath attachments right now, they like the quantities would be extremely limited. All right, I'm bending this up and kind of bending it back a little bit so it doesn't lay flat on the wreath, because you kind of don't want that. And I don't know if I like these things. Maybe if I fan them out quite a bit. There we go. All right. One more zip tie to zip tie in the candy corn, my friends. I gotta cut this stalk just a smidge. Ugh. Did y'all know that I used to make wreath attachments a lot? Some of y'all did. I don't think some of y'all knew. Some of y'all didn't know. Some of y'all bought them when I was making them. All right, next up, we're gonna make a bow to go on here. Well, let's put our flex tube on. Now, flex tube you can get a lot of different places. Typically, I just recommend, if you don't know if you're gonna like flex tube or not, just pick it up at the Dollar Tree. It comes in several different colors. And it comes in smaller packages. But what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of make a little bow and then tie one in to every pipe cleaner. I love putting these on my Craft Show Quickie wreaths because it adds that little extra bit of whimsy and makes it look a little bit more expensive and fuller. I am a flex tube junkie when it comes to my budget-friendly wreaths. It really just brings that wreath to the next level. Well, Bowman, I don't like to paint, so the way that I like to sew. And for me, sewing them with fat is much quicker. For me. I'd like, Some people like to paint. I don't. If I paint something, it's because I really, really want it. Y'all know what I mean? I cut the flex tube 24 inches. Oh. Well, like some people, I'm like, everybody knows this about me. They know I don't like to paint. I actually had some candlesticks that I wanted painted a custom way, and a friend of mine said, well, I'll paint them for you. I was like, you will? Don't tease me. She did. I mailed them off to her, and she mailed them back. Like, the Cricut had, like, I have a Cricut. So if instead of painting stuff, I'll cover it with Cricut. Like, I have a Harlequin project that I'm going to do. And you can bet I'm not painting each and every diamond shape. Okay? I'm cutting those bad boys out with my Cricut. And then putting them on there. Let me tell you something. I admire those that can paint. I really do. Like, they can paint and put the accent colors on it. You know, the black accents are white, like the shiny, to make it look shiny. That ain't me. This is called flex tubing. When I first started making wreaths, I had a lot of signs and stuff cut out, and I painted them. I did, like when I first started. I painted a lot. A lot. If I want something painted, there's two people I call. Iveth is at the top of the list. Very top of the list. Iveth is right up there. Yeah, Jennifer. Yep. Unfortunately, my back and all my problems finally got the better of me. So now I am disabled. And I feel like I'm doing my part to pass on my legacy, whatever legacy that is, to other people by still teaching. Which one, Julie? We have 4 dogs now. We have 4 of them. All right, we're just going to do a 6-inch loop. The bow doesn't need to be that big on this wreath because it's not that wide. Iveth painted mannequin heads for me. She made a custom phoenix for me for a custom order for the Phoenix House restaurant, which is upstate. Bozzy is doing awesome. He is like wormed his way into everybody's heart. He finally learned how to use the doggy ramps. And I'm here to tell y'all, you know how like your dog sometimes comes up and paws at you? He has the softest paws. He doesn't scrape at my leg, so, yep. We love Bozzy. Him and Buster are finally playing. So that's good. It took them both a while to figure each other out and how to play, but they're playing now. A lot of stuff got blown away in Mayfield. And unfortunately, like small businesses and stuff that were blown away by the tornado, in order to stay alive, they had to move and go someplace else, and that's just sad. That, my friends, is unfortunately the reality of tornadoes. Is and Mayfield used to have like a little thriving downtown community with little mom and pop shops. We have a ramp because of, originally it was because of Buster. But small dogs can't jump that high, and it's not good for them to jump all the time. So, yeah, you better call first. You got one? Well, our smallest dog weighs 3 pounds. All right. Fluff our bow out. I get high and low temp glue guns. I use my low temp glue gun the most. All right, so you could stop here and it's really done, but for just a couple bucks more, just to add a little bit of dimension, y'all, just a little extra something is what I call it. Because sometimes that little bit of extra something is what sells the wreath. It's that little detail. And especially when you're doing craft shows, like really you only have one shot to put your best foot forward. I always find an inexpensive pick to give it that little something something. Like, what I mean inexpensive, $4 and under. And these ball sprays are usually very inexpensive. What do y'all think? Isn't that cute? And that was quick. Cute and quick, right? It would have went a whole lot quicker if I wasn't running my mouth. But I run my mouth. And don't forget, at the beginning of this, I showed supplies too. So this probably only took 30 minutes. Craft show, quickie, budget friendly. And it's just simply beautiful. Right? I don't think I see y'all. Do I see y'all this Saturday? Let me see. Let me check my schedule. I don't think so. Nope. So, all right, y'all. It'll be next week. Next week, Wednesday, when you see me all again. Okay. All right. And we will be doing an over the top Frankenstein. We're going to do the, because I was asked to do the double door version. So I did Miss Frankenstein. Actually, you know what? We'll do a craft show quickie on Wednesday, and then Saturday we'll do the Frankenstein. Okay? Because, you know, I hate to do a long project in the middle of the week for y'all. So we'll do a craft show quickie next Wednesday, another one, and then on Saturday we'll do the Frankenstein. All right? Y'all have a great rest of the week and a great weekend. I will see